Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these 3rd downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run the option. Oh, the ball comes loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. Very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
And now the handoff. Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And tackled after a small pickup there. It's 3rd down for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to scramble. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Running it back, it's Carr. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes 1st down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
Looking to throw. It's Anderson. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win. 2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Florida State. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Miami offense back out onto the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Trucks through the defender. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
And in first down, they go right back to him.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Using a strong stiff arm. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Toss play to the outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 14, Florida State 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Anderson. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
The Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. We go with a direct snap. Got a lane. Can he get in? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to take off here. Finding some room at the 25. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. The pre-snap motion from the offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback's got it on the option. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Crosses the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
But you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball is on the ground, free for anybody to pick up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
PHC up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes the score. Miami 21.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
14. Number 64. Set to kick it away.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? He'll hand it off. Tackle at the 35. Good enough for a 1st down.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have in this running back position.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Big stiff arm, and he breaks free. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Anderson. Caught quickly. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Hurricanes line up on 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but it needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Handoff to the single back. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Canes trying to cash in here in the red zone. Movement at the second level of the defense now. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking downfield. It's Anderson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They slow the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, do they make that look easy.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Tailback with another carry. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. This will likely be the last play of the half. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. The pocket breaking down. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Now here's the toss play. He shreds the tackle. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the single back takes the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. And the back now goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30. And the Canes with 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground here. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive. Running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Direct snap to the back. As the 1st down is still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The Hurricanes are going to cash in here in the red zone. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
It's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's his 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Convert the PATs to the lead is now 21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. The Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Knowles.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
35. Florida State 21.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
The key on the third down between a quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Or it's snapped to the back. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 35. Florida State 21.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Back to pass. It's Anderson. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Miami. This quarterback on fire today. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. First and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
He's going to take another shot right here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Looking to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket now. Trying to create here on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Knowles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Trying to run it. It's Davis. And bulldozing his way through. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense really clicking.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Dropping back. It's Anderson. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Just to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got...
Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Now to play fake, he'll look to throw it. On the run here. Lets it go. Grab down the middle. It's Joseph.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
The Hurricanes come to the line with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is situational football. And this is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world, because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And they will trot out the field goal team here. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game, where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Number 64, set to kick off.
And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Running with purpose. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. But let's be honest, all wins are not equal.